allow me to be honest with you. I really don't know whether or not I can continue with this channel. I've been here before, and it seems that we're back here again. Now, some people, like you say, well, give it a break, you know. We'll be here when you get back. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to stop the channel, or cancel the channel, or just stop uploading, no. But I am going to slow down. I just can't keep up with it anymore. And when I look at the views now compared to just a few weeks ago, it's like someone's turned it off. Now you could argue it's YouTube. You could say I've been shadow banned. Maybe. Maybe YouTube has, gone through with their promises to, suckle up to old Donald Trump's chocolate starfish, if you know what I mean. Because that's what it feels like. If I look at the stats, and what are you doing down there, boy? You're going to hurt yourself enough. You know, when I look at the stats, and I see how they've literally just like that, and just plummeted. It kind of tells me that there's something either seriously wrong with what I'm doing, which is, a distinct possibility. I'm not everyone's cup of tea anyway, to be fair, I'm a bit Marmite, me. You either love me or hate me. But it's discouraging, and anyone who does YouTube will know it's something that's adrenaline driven. You get your highs and you have your lows, but when you're on your high, you really work hard at it and you go for it. And when it's kind of think, I've got me energy in it at the moment, or I'm a bit down, or it's making me angry because with the nature of it regarding a political channel, with all the hatred that's going on in the world, and disappointment with political parties and people in general, It kind of, what are you doing there, fella? It kind of makes me think, why the hell am I doing this? Why am I subjecting myself to it? It's not just me, it's my dogs, my missus, and, they suffer it as well, Especially when I'm a bit grumpy, And I think to myself, is it worth it? I've got other responsibilities, I've got other things I could be doing. Things that might pay a little bit of money as well, If you're going to suffer, it's quite nice if you're going to get a little bit of a recompense, isn't it, And although there's some really kind people, who donate regularly to the channel, or, do super chats and super thanks and stuff like that, you can't live off it. You can't live off it, you really cannot live off it. And our outgoings are actually relatively low. If you look at my views on this channel, and you think to yourself, for every 1,000 views, you might get $1. And then YouTube comes along and takes 30% of it. 30%. That's how greedy they are. Clearly, you're not actually even making pocket money. Now, I'm sure there's other people out there with channels can confirm that, especially small channels. Because from what I can see, most of the small channels out there are struggling to get seen, to get any acknowledgement effectively. Now, this channel is, as far as I can see, notoriously over the years, it's been 1 minute up there, next minute's down there, up there, down there, and I kind of think to myself, is it worth it? You see this? Yesterday's news is tomorrow's chip paper, so to speak. That's what it is. And if you don't make the views, if you're not chasing the views in those first few days and it doesn't, perform, well, that's a dead video. That's done for. Now we have other channels, which, like my woodworking channel, Wally Bois. Links are down below if you're interested. And another one that I'm currently working on called Tinker's Lab. See, they have longevity. You make a video and potentially it could get searched or, get views, not just today, but in the future as well. You don't get a lot of, views early on, but you build up a library. It becomes educational for people, a knowledge-based channel. But news-based channels, like I say, today's news is tomorrow's chip paper. You alright there, fella? You okay down there? You're not going to breathe down my microphone, are you? Probably. So I am going to have to take a little bit of not a back seat, so to speak, because I'm just going to have to take a bit of a breather with it and work out what I'm doing wrong and go from there. And just get my head out of it a little bit at the moment, because I just feel like that it's eating me up, to be honest. It really is. And, last year in the UK I had high hopes because, we're all touting to get Labour in as the controlling party in the UK, but what a disappointment they've been. There goes my compressor. And Heron Keir Starmer referred to the United Kingdom as an island of strangers. An island of strangers. That is straight from the Enoch Powell. In fact, he says something very similar. Enoch Powell playbook. It's like they've gone full on fascist, like they're just trying to hold or try to win back voters from the Reform Party. No, those voters are lost. Anyone who votes for Reform are clearly lost in their head, and I think to myself, what's the point now? If I was getting views, maybe we could share the videos and stuff like that might help. I'd carry on, maybe I'd ride it out until the views start popping up again, but it's just... When you only get like 500 to 1,000 views, it makes you think to yourself, well, what is the point? You get the odd video, it does okay, But as it stands, it's not looking good. Not for the channel. And not for my own mental health, I've got to be honest with you. I wish that compressor would stop. I think I'll have to in a minute because my battery's about to run out. What you see? Although I can deal with that, let me just a second. I can just plug the power in. There you go. I hope the audio's okay still if I do that. Yeah, power's plugged in. But so I'm recording on a video camera at the moment. I'm not giving up, don't get me wrong. And I might increase the amount of lives I do. I might go live a bit more often, so they're a little bit more kind of less stressful in some ways. In some ways they're not, but it's just something to say. Sometimes I might just do more lives. But have to plan out videos in my head, because how I work my videos, I literally just had a set of of bullet points after I've done my research. Because let's be honest, research is very labour intensive. It's full on, I'll tell you. It's just constant. Because you've got to keep up with it, you see. Things are changing all the time, especially with old Donald Trump and what's going on in the United Kingdom as well as the United States and Canada. And everything's changing rapidly. And then Ukraine, and it's tiring. Well, no, any job's tiring, isn't it? But, generally speaking, there's a financial reward. And as it is, the channel, apart from the kind of people who donate to the channel, they're the only ones really keeping it alive, really. Because if it wasn't for them, I'd just say, no, time is to call it a day completely. I'll just stop completely. I'll just turn the channel off. Well, just stop uploading. But I do feel guilt. I feel a responsibility because of everything that's going on. And when you have got, you can do this sort of stuff, because not everybody can do YouTube, and I don't do it well. I really don't. But it is hard work. I commend anyone who's given it a go and starting out, one of the followers of this channel, Joe Maros, he's just started a channel and he's full of good information. I commend people. Give it a go. You might do a dance like better than I have. And the same with other channels out there, Regan Elite, and there's a few small channels out there which, they work really hard at it, but it's really difficult to break through. You see, because even for channels like this one and the topics that I cover, It's already catered for in many ways, and there's some food channels out there who do really, really well, and those channels earn YouTube a lot of money. They're not going to be strangled, no, but channels like mine, well, they don't, because, just don't get the views, and 1 minute's good, next minute's bad. I don't know where I am with it. So I'm going to put more of my effort into my other channels. And earning money elsewhere, probably. Because, at the end of the day, we all got to live, haven't we? Yeah. Anyone who tells you that, they're just doing it for the fun of it, hey, if you put an amount of effort in it, you need, unless you're retired or, you got bills to pay. I've got bills to pay like anybody else. Luckily, my overhead's low. But I can't keep putting ourselves in a position where we can't afford, say for instance, our dog medication. That costs me quite a lot of money every month. I can't do it. I can't have my dog suffering, can I? But, it's just, it's difficult. It's difficult. I feel guilt on one hand, and sometimes I feel angry because of everything that's going on. I'm sure you do as well. When I see, children and, basically babies being kidnapped effectively, and then individuals being scooped up, their faces being pushed in the muck, and these, Trump's militia, paramilitaries basically is what they are, evil bastards. Makes me angry. Makes me angry that people think this is okay, and it's not okay. And when I hear, say, Keir Starmer of the Labour Party in the UK, and he's talking similar tropes to Enoch Powell and Nigel Farage, and I think to myself, bloody roll on. What direction are we going here? I just feel like sometimes I just want to that's it, I had enough. And just shut the door on all of it. And do what I can for my rewilding projects. We're planting trees and stuff, you see. There's links about that down below if you're interested, if you want a tree. But, it's, there's other things that are important because I don't think the people are ready to do what they really have to do. I don't think people are ready to fight. So what am I doing? Is it the entertainment value? I don't know, maybe. I just wonder, I already do, what the point is. It's depressing. It's depressing to see and hear people talk in a fashion that it's okay. Like, what Donald Trump is doing is okay. What, Keir Starmer's doing, that is okay. It's not okay. It's not okay. I'm sure it won't be okay when you are on the receiving end of it. People aren't ready to do anything about it. They're not. If I was in the UK, I would be doing something about it. I'll tell you, I'd be out there. Be held to pay. Same in the United States, I'd be held to pay. Because that's who I am. One of the reasons why I've been doing this channel, but it's getting to me now. Like I say, I'm not giving up. I'm so sure some people think I'm going to give up. I'm not giving up. I'm going to, slow down on my uploads. No, in the next few days I won't be putting up the same amount of videos because I've made a load. I've got a load of videos ready to go up. Maybe I'll do more short videos and less long form. So I don't have to, devote quite as much time. But you still do, you see, because you have to do your research. You still have to do your research. Because like I say, I won't lie to people. I make mistakes sometimes, I do. I do make mistakes. But I will say if I've made a mistake, or I feel that I've made a mistake, or done something stupid. That happens, But unfortunately, we do live in a world where people are quite happy to suck up the lies like they are truth. mistruths, and well, they're not mistruths. Is that really a thing? It's either a truth or it's not. They're happy to be lied to, and then share it and promote it like it is the truth. But when you've got governments doing that, the people that you should really be depending on to look after your best interests, everyone's best interests should be at their heart, making decisions that are best for you. But they're not. They're making decisions so they can, well, be gifted $400 million Boeings, all gold trim. Or trying to win back fascist voters. People who think the tropes from Reform Party UK is something to aspire to. You know, allow them to drown in the channel. These people are idiots. Making promises that they can't keep. Making promises that, well, just lies, let's be honest. Try and tell the people in the United States that you won't be paying the tariffs. China will be paying the tariffs. No. It's just another tax that you've got to pay. All this money that Donald Trump is saying that they've been accruing or earning because of the tariffs. You're the one who's been putting money in that pot. Anyway, I just want to come clean with you and just tell you how I feel at the moment, and let you know what, what's happening. If you notice, all of a sudden there's less videos. There's still going to be probably too many, but there's less videos going up on this channel. I just currently, as I feel at the moment, I might feel different tomorrow. I'll say. I just feel I need to slow down with it, just a tad. Not going, but it's very hard to let go of. It really is. But like I say, I've been here before. Now, I will make some more videos. I might go live about this as well, and also make a short video as well. Just because people watch the channel from different sources, you see. So I will put that. I will make some film videos about that sort of stuff. And there's a few topics I just want to quickly cover while I got them in my head. But I'm not going to be devoting my life, because that's literally what I've been doing. I've been working ridiculous hours on this channel. I've been coming out here 2 o'clock in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning, making videos. Because something's happened. I can't be doing that. It's just not healthy. And if where you sort of like lost love for the channel and the situation, there's probably more the truth in that, to be fair. It's the situation. It's kind of like, why? Maybe, somebody's in a similar boat. Maybe you're struggling yourself, with everything that's going on. It's weighing heavy on you. Well, quite frankly, it should be. If you've got any modicum of decency left in you, well then, it should be weighing heavy on you. To see, human beings treated with such disdain. There's a lot to be said for that phrase. How does it go? No, I don't know. We all bleed red, Just treat people with decency. Let's treat people for who they are as people. Not what they are, not by the colour of their skin or their accent or their language, or let's just treat people just with decency. But equally, if people are fascist arseholes, treat them like a fucking arsehole. That's how I feel. Sick of it, to be honest. I'm sick of these evil bastards. Got no time for them. I think they're lost. And there's no winning them back. There's no winning them back. The only way they're going to turn to the light, so to speak, well then will be, if they are feeling it, if they're being bitten themselves. But that's not sincere, is it? It's not who they really are. Just caring because you're feeling the pain isn't really caring at all, is it? Anyway, what do you say? Please leave in the comments down below. And I do actually read the comments. I go through the comments. I can't always reply to them, but I do go through the comments. Just, I just scan through. Sometimes when I'm on the toilet, just so you know, playing my 3 seashells. Since there's going to toilet roll shortage. Anyway, it's time for me to go. Oh, there is. Smashed you another tree, mate. Yeah, what's that? Yeah, boy. Anyway, that's my dog, by the way. Toodaloo.